At the start of the movie, there's a boy named Light. He's at school. Suddenly, the weather changes. The wind starts blowing, and a notebook falls from the sky. Light finds the notebook and keeps it. This is no ordinary notebook. It's a mysterious, ancient one. Then it starts raining. Light sees a naughty student bothering another boy. Light tells him to stop, but the naughty boy punches Light. Light falls to the ground along with his bag. His teacher finds other students' homework in Light's bag. The secret is out. Light helps other students with their homework. Because of this, Light is sent to the principal and then put in a room alone as punishment. While sitting alone, he remembers the ancient notebook and starts reading it. It is not a normal notebook. It's filled with rules and regulations. It looks very old. Strange things start to happen as he reads it. He notices something weird. It is not a human, but some other creature. The creature looks scary and has a body with sharp points. Light is very scared when he sees it, but he soon understands that it is not just any creature, but a death spirit. This death spirit is the owner of the notebook. The death spirit tells Light what the notebook can do. There are special notes in it called death notes. The person who has the notebook is its owner. So, at that moment, Light is the owner. The important thing about the notebook is that if you write someone's name in it, that person will die soon. The owner of the notebook can kill anyone they want by writing down how they will die. But the owner has to follow some rules. Light does not believe this at first. The death spirit with the book is only visible to the person who owns the notebook. The death spirit tells Light that he must write at least one name in the notebook within 7 days. If Light doesn't do this, the notebook will go to someone else. To write a name in the notebook, the owner must know the person's face and real name. The way of death must be something that can happen in real life. The death spirit tells Light to use the notebook. Light looks out the window and sees the mischievous boy who hit him and is teasing someone else. Agreeing with the death spirit, Light writes the boy's name in the notebook and writes that the boy will die by having his head crushed. Then the scene outside changes. 2 cars crash into each other. One car has iron ladders in it, and the boy's head is crushed by them. Everyone, including Light, is shocked. Light starts to believe what the death spirit said is true. Light is very scared. The death spirit tells Light he can do many things with this book. Light goes back home. At home, we see Light's father, who is a detective. A few years ago, a criminal killed Light's mother, but the criminal was never caught. This caused problems between Light and his father. Light thinks he can write the criminal's name in the death note. He does this. The criminal, who is celebrating at a party, suddenly dies in front of everyone. Light and his father are happy to hear the criminal is dead. Light has avenged his mother, and the relationship between father and son is restored. Light is sitting at school when a girl named Mia comes to him. Mia is Light's close friend, so he tells her his secret. He says he found a mysterious book that can kill anyone whose name is written in it. Mia doesn't believe him, so Light shows her. When a killer arrives, Light writes the killer's name in the death note, saying he will die in a car crash. It happens just as Light wrote because he knew the killer's real name and face. Mia is shocked. They decide to use this great power to get rid of the worst people in the world, like criminals and murderers. They can find their faces and real names on the internet. So, they start writing the names of evil people in the death note, and these people begin to die one by one. It's revealed that the notebook's owner can control the dying person. Light chooses a name for himself, Kira. He writes Kira every time someone dies, to make the evil people afraid and stop doing bad things. The name Kira becomes known around the world as someone who is killing criminals and bad people. This news goes viral, and some people support Kira. But since Kira is actually a killer, the police want to find him. There is no evidence against Light, so it is hard to detect him. An intelligent investigator named L is hired to handle the case. L is very sharp, always masks his face, and his real name is unknown. Light and Mia are happy with their lives, having killed more than 400 people. In a meeting, L challenges Kira to reveal himself. Being smart, L starts investigating the case thoroughly. L also teams up with Light's father, who is a detective, to find Kira quickly. Light and Mia become worried because they didn't expect anyone would try to catch them. L's arrival increases their anxiety. Light asks his father what will happen to Kira if he is caught. His father says that half of the people will want Kira to be sentenced to death, while the other half will want to investigate how he did it. This makes Light more anxious. He tells Mia, suggesting they should stop because many people, including Light, are under L's suspicion. L has access to his father's data and assigns an agent to watch Light's activities. Knowing this, Light stays calm. Mia feels bad because Light is losing interest in the notebook, while she enjoys using it. L has become a big problem for Light and Mia, but they can't kill him even if they want to. Because they haven't seen L's face or know his real name, Light and Mia can't use the notebook to kill him. This is a rule of the notebook. Light and Mia discuss writing down the names of all the agents looking for Kira to scare the other agents and make them stop the case. Mia suggests this, but Light doesn't want to kill innocent people, so Mia agrees with him. Meanwhile, Elle discovers that Kira only targets people shown on TV and can't kill those whose face and name are unknown. To avoid suspicion, Light decides to stop killing people for a few days. Suddenly, all the agents on the case commit suicide by jumping off a building. Light did not write their names, so he is confused about who did. This worsens the situation because Kira was only killing the worst people until now. People once saw Kira as a hero, but now that he has killed police officers, he is seen as a threat who can kill anyone. Light is troubled by this. He asks the death spirit if it was responsible, but the death spirit says someone else wrote those names because it cannot do such things. Light's father challenges Kira in a seminar, daring him to stop killing innocent people and to kill him if he dares. Mia, in anger, tells Light to write his father's name in the notebook. Light refuses, saying he can't kill his father. Elle continues investigating wisely. He watches to see if Kira will kill Light's father, but it doesn't happen. Light's father stays alive, and Elle's suspicion turns into belief. Elle, also a detective on the case, realizes that Kira is Light himself. Elle confronts Light at night, accusing him of being Kira and revealing his face. Elle tells Light to stop his actions. Light leaves without acknowledging him, feeling the pressure of being discovered. Despite wanting to, Mia tells Light that she cares about him and they should act to solve the problem. Light thinks of ways to deal with Elle and realizes Elle's friend likely knows Elle's real name. Light writes Elle's friend's name in the death note and gains control over him. Light learns a new rule. If he burns the page with the person's name, that person will be safe, but only once. Now, Elle's friend is under Light's control, but he doesn't know Elle's real name. Light orders him to find out Elle's real name no matter what. Elle's friend tells Light that Elle used to visit an academy where documents with his real name might be found. Light immediately orders him to go to the academy. Light plans to burn the page with Elle's friend's name once he learns Elle's real name, ensuring his friend's safety and returning things to normal. Meanwhile, Elle becomes suspicious when his friend goes missing. He realizes Light used the death note to control his friend to find out Elle's real name. Distressed, Elle goes to Light's house and accuses him of being Kira to Light's father, but there's no evidence against Light. Elle searches Light's house but finds nothing, including the ancient notebook, which Mia has taken. Light receives a call from Elle's friend, who says he's at the academy and about to reveal Elle's name, but before he can, the page with his name disappears and he dies. Light is upset by this turn of events. Mia later reveals at a dance party that she tore out the page with Elle's friend's name. Moreover, Mia reveals that she has also written the names of agents in the death note, including Light's. She tells Light that she has written his name too, stating that he will die of heart failure at midnight unless he gives her the notebook. Mia threatens to burn the page with Light's name if he doesn't comply. Upon learning about his friend's death, Elle intensifies his efforts to capture Light. Eventually, Elle manages to apprehend Light, but when Elle tries to enlist help from a nearby cook, the cook knocks Elle out because he supports Kira, Light. Elle also takes Mia with him as they attempt to escape, using a swing to ascend. Meanwhile, the police arrive at the scene. Light pleads with Mia not to touch the notebook if she loves him, suggesting they can fix everything together. Greedy and unwilling to listen, Mia takes the notebook from Light. Light realizes Mia has made a mistake, knowing he likely wrote her name in the death note. Both Light and Mia's names were in the notebook, causing them both to fall down immediately. Mia dies on the spot, but Light falls into the water. Later, Light is shown in a hospital in a coma. As more criminals continue to die, suspicions grow that Elle was correct about Light, who remains in a coma. People noticed that a page was separated from the death note when Mia and Elle fell from the swing, and it was burnt with Light's name on it. Light had been clever. When he learned Mia had written his name in the death note, he wrote in the notebook that Mia would die if she took it from him. He also wrote that the page with his name would burn and he would fall into the water. Additionally, Light had written the names of many evil people in the death note. A corrupt doctor brings Light out of the water and puts him into a deep, unconscious state. Later, the same doctor commits suicide. Another person takes possession of the death note and writes the names of many evil people in it. After coming out of his coma, Light receives the death note from the man who took possession of it. Meanwhile, Elle continues his investigation and discovers evidence at Mia's house that leads to allegations against her for the deaths of police officers. As Light fully recovers and gains control of the death note again, he learns a valuable lesson not to trust anyone. The movie ends on this note. Thanks for watching and subscribe for amazing recaps.